Welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Virgo for the month of April 2023. So, welcome everyone back to this monthly series, and also I'd like to welcome anyone who's new to our Angelic Wisdom community. So, I don't know why I'm saying the word yoga, but if anybody's thinking about that, that's a little shout out to you. Confirmation. Go ahead. um, Also, if you haven't yet, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, select the all notification bell, like, dislike, and leave comments. I'm going to also leave a link. So all the links are just going to be below this video. And to my monthly general reading for April 2023. So if you haven't checked it out yet, go ahead and do so. Also, if you'd like to get an angel reading with me, you can go to my current website, theangelschool.com/services. And you can select the first time promotional offer if you're a new client. And there are other options there for you as well, especially if you're a returning client. Um, so just, choose what works best for you. And if you just like to support my channel, you can donate whatever you wish, and you can use my PayPal me link, which you can find in the description area below. Okay, now the last thing is the format. So I'd like you to just take a look at the beginning. We will start with the angelic being that you'll be working with for the month. And then the cards on the left and right will be messages from your guardian angel. But the first card is from the Major Arcana of the Tarot. And this highlights the major themes, lessons, influences, and energies that are shaping your reality in this month. And then the minor arcana shows you how that shows up in your day-to-day awareness and how to work with that. All right, so let's take a deep breath together. Very interesting. So the first thing they're showing me is a lamp. And for the first time, they're actually showing me the lamp, the light bulb inside of the lamp. It's very lit. And then the lamp post and um, the light, what do we call it? I just said it. The light bulb turned into your head, and the rest of the lamp post, the body of someone. So symbolically, this has always been my symbol for someone who's highly intelligent. And with the light bulb, this is showing me that this person is very aware, okay, and enlightened. So it's really emphasizing the crown chakra. They then showed me this sense of someone being vulnerable. So when I see a naked behind, that means that the person is sort of emotionally vulnerable. But it can also mean that, that you try to be your authentic self. And that makes it sometimes for you, it puts you in a vulnerable position. There was a sense of, when I first saw the lamp, of my first inclination was, oh, and I don't know if there was another symbol there that I can't remember, but I can remember this expression of feeling in my head is just being overly analytical. Um, and that might cause you to always be in conflict with your true self, right? Because you you well, one, you can see when other people are being fake, right? So if you are judging them very harshly about being fake, it might be hard for you to hear when you're not being true to yourself. And I'm just seeing a woman with her hands over her ears. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You know, like having this sort of dismissive quality when others might try to add further enlightenment to your already well developed sense of I don't want to just say right, but knowing, clear knowing, right? So um, I think what we have to do here with you, Virgo, is that you have to pay attention in this month to being open to other ideas, to be open, do more listening rather than criticizing or talking or, um, helping other people figure their stuff out. It really feels like you need some help figuring out. And I don't think it's like because you're in a bad way. What I think it is that you might be really opening up. There might be some shifts going on with you right now, and it's changing everything you thought you knew and believed before. And it's just a little bit of sense of you needing to really be with yourself in this process. So what was interesting after I saw the naked behind, when I looked again, it was like the person was sort of just wearing like a cloth, like it was a male body, like a Native American would have would have worn um, in a different time, what we've seen in a, no, stereotype, but here is just symbolically sort of representing like the need to cover up, almost like you want to think of a Adam and Eve kind of thing. And so when you do that, do you do it? And I think it's interesting that they chose sort of some identifiable um, group of people, right, and culture. So is it that you're struggling with being yourself and honoring your culture, or is your community where you grew up sort of always, and those things that were implemented and imprinted um, on yourself, do they keep you in this, constant um, struggle, which restricts the full potential of your awareness and wisdom? All right, so let's take a look at the archangel. And so you have the seraphim, Seraphisa. And so the seraphim, Seraphisa, the energies, the card says relax and open up to source. And I think that first word is just so apropos to you. Relax. And the thing about it is, and the sort of key to being yourself is to first learn how to relax. Because when you relax, you automatically open up to God. You automatically open up to any guide or ascended master, right? That is helping you. And you're always being helped. There's always a team at the ready waiting for you to ask for help. If you've been feeling, they just wrote the word confused a lot lately, relax your body so that you can relax your mind, so that you can release emotions and open up your spirit so that your spirit can bring in more light, more a higher um, potency of light to illuminate you and the situation. So let's just call upon and connect in first by just taking a deep breath. And I'm just sort of seeing like this, like these bars, like it felt like you were like in a prison. That's the first thing I saw when I closed my eyes. So this is that your heart doesn't, you're struggling to find the freedom within yourself and within your heart. And as you place your attention to your heart, it automatically opens. So from there, you just can relax. As your heart opens, it surrounds you. In this diamond white light with rose pink, pale rose pink, and gold, um, sort of like gold flickers of light, almost like glitter, but a lot more integrated and smooth into this light. It's more light than anything. And this light helps you to just relax as you can feel your entire body, starting with the crown of your head, just really activating your crown, is what I'm feeling. This 1,000 lotus petals of your crown chakra just opening up wide. And let's call upon Seraphim Seraphisa to send a finger of light to your heart. And to your body, to every level of you. Now, for some reason, they showed me sort of almost like a tier cake. And then I saw this sort of this portal that opens up into the earth, like going down into the earth and behind, and just seeing a waterfall just pouring down over mountains, but it just turns into a face of someone. So as you go into this sort of awareness, there's something about, I don't know, the birthday cake is a sort of a celebratory occasion, right? Marking something of importance, because it could be any type of cake. But and the going into this sort of portal that sort of clearly was leading into the earth, and there's this sense of you really needing to go spend some time with your angels, going really deep within your subconscious, and really seeing the aspects of you that are being brought forward as gifts. They're being healed and transformed, but being brought forward as gifts. Now, I just saw a paper airplane sort of descending from the sky. I haven't even thought of those. I used to play with those a lot when I was a kid. And it's all of these things, like sort of like the waterfall for me represents sort of a windfall of abundance, and that it's like coming down this mountain, and then sort of the face gives me a sense of your mind, just releasing and purging, and just really settling into yourself, right? And this airplane is sort of this playful thing, it's a sort of creating something, releasing it out into the universe and letting it land where it's supposed to. And so there's a feeling of patience with oneself, because getting into this, being in this authentic place, is about sort of this trust, that the universe is always going to pour the clarity through you, and it's going to allow you to it's like your soul gifts. That birthday cake maybe is about your soul's gifts coming forward, and and being in alignment with that, and trusting what you're putting out there right now, and knowing that if you need deeper understanding, that you can just go within. So it just feels like it's something about really connecting in with yourself, that to open up your heart. And sometimes we're afraid to open up our hearts because we don't really want to see. We're afraid of being vulnerable to what our truth is, but it's never a scary place. They're scary illusions, but the illusions aren't the reality of what's there in the subconscious. What's there in your subconscious is extraordinary miracles of possibilities. Why do you think your ego creates a walk of illusions when you go within? It's like walking down a corridor, and it's like you feel like you're in a haunted house because your ego is afraid of losing you to the infinite, miraculous aspects of yourself. So open up your heart. Don't let your ego's criticism stunt your growth. Because when we criticize, we don't see the world and others, nor ourselves, for who we truly are, nor does it make it easy for us to be ourselves. Because we're practicing criticizing everything else and everyone else for being themselves, or judging them for not being themselves. That is really none of our concern. All right, let's take a look at the message here. So, that inner cave was really giving me that sort of going into the earth, that hermit energy. And so that's really important here. It's like you're being asked to just sort of, for this moment, to withdraw, because there's treasure for you to discover. Okay, there's great treasure there for you to discover. And so what I'm going to suggest to you, what I'm feeling very strongly, is that every interaction is going to help you discover the treasure within yourself. And once that treasure is brought out, light, just like that lamp, the light bulb, right? You become a wiser and a great mentor. And this card just happens to be your sign of Virgo. Okay. So, Four of Earth. This is really saying to you in your day-to-day awareness that right now, yeah, there's some things you need to keep to yourself, or that you need to wait or be more patient, learn certain lessons, and there'll be a time that it'll be right, like in the Six of Earth, that there'll be a time when you'll be ready to share all of this generosity, all of the gifts, all of the wisdom. But right now, it's time for you to integrate the wisdom you've already gained and processed and are processing. You're in that period of doing so. And so open your heart to this. Open your heart to everyone that you love. Open your heart to those that irritate you, because they are your teachers right now. They're your mirrors in this experience, in this accumulation of immense and extraordinary gifts, which will lead you to the time where you will be of service to others. So if you're trying to get to that service piece, know that you're on the way. You're on the road, on the way to being able to do so, but you gotta Respect where you are. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings and have a beautiful month of April. God bless.